And back then, the Academy of Art in Taiwan, we didn't get much chance to do filmmaking. So we do stage work, and I happen to play all the lead. I think I'm a talented actor.
Oh, maybe I'll direct something. I'll
People say I
discover
look
him.
bigger on stage than the real person, so that's a lot of positive reinforcement for my ego or whatever. And then after the military service, I did apply theater school because my course is more towards theater. Military service, I did apply theater school because my course is more towards theater than film. And I went to University of Illinois in Champaign. And that's when I started to shift into directing because I couldn't speak English. I just couldn't act. And I couldn't get to the actors program. And I was pretty bitter. And then after a while, I figured the best people in theater are actors. Who needs to see theater directors? So after a while directing, I was majoring in directing. I decided I want to switch to filmmaking. I love to watch movie. From the Academy of Art, I always watch like 5 to 10 movies at least. So I could watch garbage, I still was watching it. And I thought I would try movie directing, see if maybe I can express myself like an actor, but with camera. So that's what I thought. But once I went to NYU film school, graduate film school, the first time I made movie, I just know that's my media. It's better than acting.
So at what stage when you were in NYU, you've already started writing Pushing Hands and Wedding Banquet? Or did you?
That was way after.
Yeah,
you know,
okay, after.
NYU took me 3 years. When I graduated from, I've been a student until I was almost 30. Then I have a child.
You had everything
And I always
else
have the,
before you
whether the
started
philosophy, religion, or art, any genius, if they don't like really make it by 27, they're not genius. So I knew I wasn't a genius. So that was like out of my mind.
没有大器晚成吗？是这样。
大器晚成, and I learned later. I think that's a mistake. 大器其实你看，就是老子的话是大器免成。Somehow over thousands of years it become 大器晚成。大器免成就是说大器 ，sorry, it's hard to translate into English. My English is not that good. 大器是没有形状的，所以它免成。后来不知道为什么变成晚成。我觉得大器可能晚成了，可是不会是天才。我从来不觉得我是天才。I never thought I was a genius. And I checked Jesus Christ, confused, everybody there, like 27 was Steven Spielberg, Bergman. Anybody, I think they're genius by the age of, by the age of 27, they're somewhere. And when I was 29, I just graduated from NYU. Then I had my first child. Then I was a house husband for 6 years. That's when I met you.
That's right. So
yeah, you met me when I was a house husband, trying to write scripts. And
writing scripts, okay. Yeah. So
I wasn't a writer. Nobody gave me a script back then.
So you had to write it. You had to write it.
People give me all the great material. I just choose. I feel how lucky. That was great.
So how did you sustain yourself for 6 years? You learned how to make a film. You love making films. But for 6 years, you weren't able to make one. So how did you, for 6 years, sustain yourself, sustain the passion?
Self-pity, sighing, lose sleep, banging my head against the wall, like everybody.
But you didn't quit.
I don't know how to quit. I try. I was doing waiter. I was a terrible waiter. I did PA. I don't know, so just psychologically I'm resisting them or something. I was afraid if I don't do 100% like ready, even though I'm just waiting in development hell. I figure people going all the way in the territory of art, not just filmmaking, if you don't give 100, 200%, somebody will. I was afraid when the chance come, I'm not ready for it. Because any job, it takes your time, your energy. Then I won't be 100%. So I was afraid of that. But on the surface, it looks like it's accused of being lazy. But like real support is from my wife. If I look like I'm working, then she won't bother me. If I look like I'm crazy, I'm like couldn't.
So you
I'm
pretended
going
to
nuts,
write
and she'll
scripts.
take me to the fanciest place back then was Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I kind of okay. It's just terrible. It's nothing to advise the young filmmakers.
But for 6 years, you held on and you wrote 2 scripts before you
No,
started filming
a lot
them.
of scripts.
You wrote a lot of script.
Yeah, there's always hope, and there's always heartbreaking. I wonder how many times your heart can be broken, how badly it can be broken. Just
How
keep
many
shattering and
scripts did
shattering.
you read? And these 2 got made. So
Oh, I don't even remember.
yeah.
Some I got
a lot.
attached to them. At one point, I think '88, at the time I pitched Wedding Banquet to you. At the same time, I was about to make a movie with Julia Roberts. She was only 19 and kind of nobody. She'll play a runaway prostitute, young like teenage prostitute.
Oh, later on she made that movie.
It's a thriller. And then it didn't come through. That is like my daily life. You hope for months, could be up to a couple of years while you develop something else. I think some of you are going through that now.
Yeah, a developmental purgatory.
I would give up if I could.
Yeah.
But just before one totally died down, some other idea came along to me. Here's the thing. I'm in like a vintage point now, and I take advantage of all you young guys down there. Back then, I was being taken advantage. Anything you look good, you think is an idea. There may be 5, 6 movies already in the making.
Yeah.
It's very hard to think original ideas, and people will buy it from you and not to direct. And good materials before they were even published, they've been sold. So it never get to your hands.
Yeah.
You sort of have to like really pour your heart out, like to think of something, and maybe, just maybe, like one of 100 filmmakers, you might have a shot. I was just hoping that just give me one shot. I don't need 2 shots. Just give me one chance, and I can prove that I can make movie. That's the only hope I had. I just need one chance, not even 2.
So
and that was Pushing Hands.
Yeah. So the 2 scripts, Pushing Hands and Wedding Banquet, you wrote it on your own, and you touched upon your relationship with your father. So the inspiration for Pushing Hands and for Wedding Banquet, the script that came from you, is this the inspiration?
Yeah, I pretend that I'm gay. I'm pretending that I'm an old Tai Chi master from China. And I pretend or American writer. I just put myself into those stories and parts that wrote those. I don't have that many. I'm basically a person, being a student till 29 and being a house husband for 6 years. I didn't really have that much things to write about. So after 2 movies, I think it's lucky that somebody started to write for me, and I can adapt books. But those are my life stories. They're me in each character. I still do that with adaptation. I put myself into at least the major characters, even to these days. I'm like acting in them with filmmaking. But back then, I have to write them myself. That's pretty painful for me. I'm not a great writer. So it takes a lot of time to write something.
So at what stage you met James Schamus? So pretty early on, because he was credited also for Wedding Banquet. So how did you meet? I mean, you have a great, wonderful collaboration relationship. So when did you meet? How did that happen?
I don't think I'm strong enough. I think it has to be fate. When you match with something, that things start to happen. Like me meets my wife. Like, whoa, give me strength, make me a better person. Like some of you from Taiwan, Wang Yongqing. If you see his countenance, 他的面相跟命都不入格的。他碰到第3个太太， 才发起来。